I was sent these two. These are magnetic charging cables. They wanted me to review them. They are pretty cool overall. I like the idea they're going to basically be magnetic and that the cables themselves stick together. They asked me which ones I wanted. I said one Lightning and one USB-C. I don't use Lightning that much anymore. My partner does. She has a couple of iPads and she has a 1-year-old iPhone, so that's going to be Lightning. I have the iPhone 15, so I'm going to be using C here, C to C. So this is going to be perfect for actually a lot of things, not just my iPhone, but also my Steam Deck, my ROG Ally, my Legion Go, etc., etc. It supports 60 watts, so that should be enough for those, especially the Steam Deck. I'm going to test the Lightning cable on her old tablet. She has, these are actually going to go in my car. I could use these wherever, around my desk. These would be really convenient to have a magnetic cable, but for me in my car is going to be critical because cables in the car are always a mess, right? Like there's just always so much garbage everywhere, cables hanging down. Having magnetic ones means I can basically just spiral them up and just sit them underneath, and they're going to be nice and out of the way. So that's my purpose there. So we'll test these with my phone and those kind of devices, but it does claim 60 watts, at least on the USB-C. So I will test it with my Steam Deck too, because the Steam Deck will accept 45 watts. I have my Lenovo Legion Go, that takes 65, so slightly over, but we'll see here. So this is the actual device here. So because they're flat. Okay, so the USB to Lightning one is flat, which is kind of nice, so it'll actually roll up there. It's not like, I was worried they would be like extremely magnetic. They're not extremely magnetic, which would be annoying, right? Like it's a perfect amount where they're easy to take off, and then they just want to go back together. Broken. Ooh, look at that, it charges. That was pretty straightforward for that one there. It's going to charge a Lightning. So Lightning devices don't accept crazy high wattages, but this is going to be perfect for me. I'm not going to use it for an old iPad. What I am going to be using it for is my car. So if we picture this, being my dash of my, if we picture this being the dash of my car, normally I have something plugged into my car. And then if I'm trying to charge up, for example, my AirPods, which I often charge in my car, I just have this dangling wire all over my car. It's super annoying. It actually drives me kind of insane, as you can hear. So for me, what I'm going to be able to do is just roll this up somewhat. So depending on how short you want it to go, it's magnetic, right? So you can just kind of adjust it. For me, it's going to be nice and short, actually. That's why I didn't need a super long one. Plug that into my, my charger, plug in my AirPods right in there, and then just tuck this under my dash, right? So I can just leave that under there. I don't have to worry about the stupid thing coming undone. And then if I want them to be longer, right, I can pull it out. Sometimes you may think, oh, why don't you just get like a zip tie and put it around the cable? Well, I don't always want it to be zip tied. I want it to be able to come out. One thing that's nice about this when it comes to USB, when it comes to lightning cables are often very low quality. Like the Apple ones are terrible, where these things just like fray and disintegrate. This is braided, like a nice braided material there. Magnetic is going to be underneath this kind of soft touch. So it's not like, it doesn't feel like metal. It feels like, slightly fabricy material. The metal's obviously underneath this, which gives it the magnetic bit. And then this is nice and robust here. So you're not going to worry about that breaking, right? You can really crank on that thing there. And it's going to be nice and robust. Nice plastic on there too. So that's going to be good. Normally these things fray like crazy around these lightning cables. I mean, it's a make-work project for Apple probably. They could make them better, but they don't because they make tons of money. So just buy this one. It's probably the same price or cheaper than the Apple ones anyways. And it works good, and it's magnetic, and it's going to be more robust. So don't give Apple your money on that. That's a waste of money. Here's the USB-C to C, which is going to be used a lot by me, like a lot. In my car, my phone charges with USB-C. My auxiliary phone charges with USB-C. My laptop charges with USB-C. My Steam Deck, and yes, I have enough wattage in my car to charge my Steam Deck. So this is going to be perfect here. We'll plug it onto this here for, just phone purposes. Nice. Oh, that's really feels nice actually. Nice and snug, not wobbly. Oh, that feels good actually. Yeah, I like that. I have a USB-C cable in my car from IKEA, and it's just garbage. It just does not feel robust. It's not fully rounded though. It does have like a rectangle, so that's flat edge there, and that's a flat edge there. It's just slightly more rounded. And the reason that it's not, totally rounded is it would be slightly less easy to like, I don't know, magnetify it or whatever, right? So you can just magnetify it, and then it just kind of does its thing, right? You can set it however you want. The nice thing is like they're less likely to get tangled too, right? Because they go magnetized. So I can just toss this in my bag and it's going to make magnetic. I'm going to see CES in a couple of weeks. I don't know if this will be before or after I publish this, but this is going to be amazing for me because otherwise I have to have a C cable that I'm going to take with me, and I'm going to have to zip tie it in my bag, or there's going to be like wires all over the place. Yeah, it's not complicated stuff. I will go get my Steam Deck though. This cable, like I said, I'm probably going to primarily have this cable in my car because it's just going to be such a quality of life upgrade for my car. But I'm probably going to buy a second one. I mean, they sent me this one, but I'm probably going to buy one as well. The reason is for my Steam Deck. This is actually really nice here. I mean, in my car, it's going to help with clutter because it's going to be, tangled. I don't have all these tangled. I'm going to be able to wire it up, put it underneath when I'm not using it, and then I can plug in and plug in my phone, and it takes those wires away. But this is awesome for a Steam Deck or a Lenovo Legion Go or whatever. The main reason is, you roll it up and it's going to be magnetized like this basically, and then you just toss this in your bag and you don't have this tangled mess. Yeah, you do need a gallium nitride charger or whatever, but typically when I travel, I take a high wattage gallium nitride charger, like a 130 watt one, and no other chargers. So that'll charge my laptop, my phone, and my Steam Deck or whatever. Basically, if you want something like this that will get rid of cable mess and is good quality, right? Magtame. Lots of different options there depending on what you want. For me, the C2C is going to be like actually a lifesaver, and I'm going to pick up a couple more of these. I only need one of these, but I'm going to probably want like 2 or 3 of these. These are awesome. Really, really nice actually.